Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing late night update. You see gold's up $10 an ounce, so we're stabilizing in gold the last, 9 to 15 trading days. Bitcoin's not really doing anything. CELO, like I was telling you earlier, I know people are going to ask advice. I said to sell some profits, right? If you have phenomenal profits like that and you were in, even if you're a long-term holder, but you bought and added to your position when the price was way down. You see the man in the bowling ball holding the club foot. It got down there and fulfilled the pattern, got into the club foot, and then it had a skyrocket, right? But if you were in that and you've been accumulating and you've massively increased your stack down there when it was really cheap, and then it just went on a 339% run, you have to take some profits. Like when I was telling you that up here, and then these huge wicks, when it was just orgasmic gangs, you have to take some because it's going to roll over. The only reason it pumped this much is because it was getting, a bunch of people were dumping into it to pump the price up. It was a pump and dump, right? A local pump and dump, and now it's lost almost 50% of its high, right? That's why you have to take some profits. There's probably going to be another pump in here somewhere, like where you go bang, right? And then you start to trade back down, and you go bam, and then you start to trade back down, and you go bam, and then you start to trade back down, right? That's probably what's going to go on now. You're going to have something like this in CELO, big, wild up and downs, but it's, you know what I mean? It can't sustain a 300% gain in 2 days. Always take profits when an unsuspected massive pump happens like that, and then reposition yourself in when it comes back down 70, 80, back down to the mean, because it's just a phenomenal pump and you can't sustain something like that, right? Same thing with the Dogecoin, or the QUANT, not the Doge. You got to take some profits, right? After you had this phenomenal orgasmic pump from way up there, now you're down, but it's not really crashing, but now you've had a couple of big, but it's down 16%. You're probably going to come down farther. You're in a huge rising wedge. We have that Vincenzo watch, the wedge is about to run out and be exhausted. And then your targeted move is $72.87. And QUANT XDC, you see another one that we had a nice pump, but we diagnosed this out and told you you're in a rising wedge, and this could be just a huge fake out right here. And at the very least, we had to come back down and retest the underneath support. And our industry exclusive wavy line tool, we did this back for you a few days ago, and you can see we're almost there now. We're only a few, let's zoom in to the 3 hour. We're only a few percentiles above the retesting at 11 cents. We're at about 13 cents now, so that was a very good call by Vincenzo as we broke out of this rising wedge to say that we were going to come and retest that industry exclusive call. One of a kind, super simple and easy to trade XDC in this manipulated market. Now we know we're coming to back test that, and then you could get a nice bounce, or if you fall back in like we went over last week, let's get rid of this malarkey. If you fall back in, you're going to fall back into this trading range, into this triangle, if you can't hold this, right? So we'll keep an eye on that. We know we're going to come and retest. We'll keep you updated tomorrow and the next day as we get closer to retesting, maybe even tonight. And we always do the top ones. What's one more? Dent. My man Jerome likes Dent, and we were pumping the last time we seen Dent. And Jerome, we were in this consolidation, a bullish pennant, but it was about a 50-50 where it could break bullish or bearish. It didn't really break up or down. It sort of broke out of them. And as we know, when we break out, Jerome and the rest, we roll into the Vincenzo quadrant. And this turns into the West quadrant, which was volatile. We rotated through where the X is, it's the null phase. Usually it's not very volatile. Then we traded down it. Now we've traded out into the Western quadrant. And this can get very volatile as you trade down. You can eventually have a big pump, right? As we rotate outward of the quadrant and away from it, it gets more volatile. But right now we're hitting the 200-day moving average, and we'll see if we keep running this down And then eventually you should get a kick somewhere, right? So we'll keep an eye on that. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love.
I see what we got going on around here, Phil. You still don't get it, do you, say? You want to be the rock side bro. No, I am not a financial advisor, Phil, nor do I play one on my own radio show. This is strictly, yes, educational and entertainment only, Phil. Write it down, take a note, or I'm going to sue you.